start with Sunday during that tough loss. When you saw Lily kind of get in some trouble, like, did you think about maybe taking her out, or did you want to see her kind of finish that game?
As poor as we've been in relief, really in the last, especially every SEC series so far, it was hard to even really go away from her. At that point in time, she had 10 strikeouts, and I think we had 2 outs and 2 strikes, I don't know, 3 or 4 different times. So to be honest with you, it didn't really cross my mind, that much. I mean, we pondered it and had both pitchers ready to go. But like I said, we just really haven't been that great in relief to shut down. Every time you think you've got a perfect relief opportunity, we just haven't been outstanding in those situations. So I even told our team after the game, when I gain confidence in our relief pitching, then that's where we'll go. I've had extreme amount of confidence in our starting pitching. I mean, you look at Lauren and Lily and even Delaney in her starts. They've been really, really good.
Right, and she's obviously been in trouble a little bit late in games too. The LSU Grand Slam, and then here at Mississippi State. Is that something you're worried about going forward?
Well, if LSU game was also in relief, so that wasn't her really her. Those weren't her runs. It's a different mentality to come out of the bullpen, for a softball pitcher who's used to pitching complete games, win or lose. So it's not like in baseball where you have it where you have a setup guy, a middle relief guy, a situational guy. It's a totally different mindset for the girls because they are used to throwing complete game wins or losses.
And you guys left a bunch of runners on base and had, I think in that last game, three times with the bases loaded and you didn't do anything. How frustrating is that? And what are you kind of seeing or hoping your hitters do better in those situations?
In all 3 of those situations were 2 outs. So 9 base runners with 2 outs isn't the same as 9 base runners with no outs. And I've as much as we sit here and talk about it, I dissect the whole game as the game's unfolding. Nicole DeWitt struck out one time with bases loaded, then she grounded out the next time she was up. Or actually, it was the opposite. She actually struck out with nobody on, and then hit a weak ground ball back to the pitcher, I think, with bases loaded. And so then I pinch hit with Taylor Fuller, who struck out with the bases loaded. And Kaylee Kavista had come up and struck out with a runner in scoring position. We brought Taylor Schwartz in there, strikes out with bases loaded. So we're attempting to make a chess move, if you may, with a right-handed versus left-handed matchups. And their left-handed pitcher was tough on our left-handers. But overall, I think it is tough. It's very frustrating. And that's the key. Getting a 2-out RBI is the key to winning games.
What did you see from Delaney in her relief appearance on Saturday?
She was good. We weren't. She was good. Really nothing. It's hard to gain. I think the score might have been 15 to 2 or 1 when she came in, and she ended up giving up a run. I think it was unearned as well. I don't think we played catch with 1 ball, but overall she was good. I think that's the thing is she's been really good, and locating her changeup and her rise ball, and making good quality pitches, and then she's been okay. But I thought she was good. I thought she had good command, and we thought she had quality stuff. Against Mississippi State, it felt like she could go out there and get out some swing and misses and get some pop-ups, and she did exactly what we thought she could do for sure.
And what went into your decision to start Alicia on Sunday instead of possibly Delaney? I mean, they both had short work on Saturday with a 5-inning game. So what went into your decision?
Yeah, we pulled Lily out for that. I mean, and would have pulled her out actually an inning earlier if we wouldn't take a win away from her. I was gonna, really wanted to pull her out in the second inning after we scored, 13 runs or 12 runs, whatever the number was in the first inning. So that was our mindset is to go right back. To her, and again, she struck out 10, had a 2-hitter or 3-hitter going into the 7th inning, and we didn't make a couple plays for her, to be honest with you. I mean, she's out of the game. We win the game. We make a couple plays. We didn't do that, and then she didn't make pitches when she needed to. So put the ownership on her, but put the ownership on us. We got to do a better job of closing that game out. And but again, 2 out of 3 in the SEC. Hardly anybody sweeping anybody in this league. I mean, you look at all the teams in the league, and you could easily say, "Wow, if we woulda, shoulda, coulda," and we can't do that. To be honest with you, I'm trying to figure out what the combinations we need to do to win the games at the end. And right now, we're a long ways from being able to play at the end.
And how much have you seen from UNF? Another quick turnaround for you guys, just coming back on Sunday. What have you seen from them?
Well, fortunately for us, they've been on the ESPN Watch app. They played a doubleheader against South Carolina midweek last week, so we got 2 games of film on them, and also preps us right into South Carolina. So it's kind of a double prep for us. So it's good. That part's really good for us. But they've been well. They've been competed well, and with a plus record. And I say that, and not to slight them, but in the past, before Marcy got there, they were a below 500 team a lot, and I think they've only made one postseason appearance maybe in their program's history. Good players. They got some good kids on their roster and some good statistics, and they played a good schedule.
And what kind of person is Kirstie Merritt off the softball field?
Oh, you ask me these serious questions, and then you go to the even more serious question. She's fun. I mean, she's a competitor. You want her on your team, I can tell you that. Off the field, if you're playing, checkers or kickball or, anything that involves a winner or a loser, you want her on your team. That's for sure. But she's very. She likes to know what's going on. She doesn't like a whole lot of surprises. She likes to kind of be in the know. And she's very. She's goofy. She's got a couple little voices that she can tell you about, down the road. I mean, she's goofy and fun, but yet still, pleasant to be around, a lot. I mean, she travels well, and she's very little maintenance. I think as a person off the field, that's for sure.
And do you have a reason why it looks like she's always smiling no matter what's going on? Yeah, you ever asked her why she's always smiling, or is that just part of her personality?
It's part of her DNA. It's part of her makeup. It's part of what makes her tick. It's kind of her nervous energy, to be honest with you. When you watch her, she can look at you with a straight face, and then she kind of has looks like almost a full smile, kind of like the evil Joker might have. Sometimes she's got that look on her face, but honestly, she's squinting, she's making a face. I think it's more of just what kind of how she's processing things. Kind of has a smile as she's thinking about things and processing either what just happened or what's getting ready to happen. I think that's just how she's made up.
What kid is that in the 3-hole on Saturday and Sunday? Did you want her to approach it as to get on base for Lauren and Bailey, or did you just want her to be the power hitter that she could be?
Well, she got more hits than Lauren and Bailey got on the weekend combined. Matter of fact, in the last 2 weekends combined. So it was more about changing up the looks, and you're going to see her in the 3-hole, tomorrow, and probably a few more games down the road. You're going to see her at first base too. I like what she brought. She did some good things for us, and I'm happy exactly where she's at right now. I think she might be second or third on the team in RBIs with half the amount of chances as some of the other ones. So very happy where she's at, and hoping to get some more production out of her by giving her some more opportunities.
And overall, going from so many runs on Saturday to just 3 on Sunday, do you think they need to change their approach at the plate to be more consistent, or what do you think they need to do?
It's funny you should say that, because if I spend too much time talking about what just happened and not what's getting ready to happen, Alexis Silkwood doesn't pitch for South Carolina or North Florida, and she's shown by her numbers that she's a quality pitcher. And but we will change our approach to the next people that we're facing, and our goal is to try to get as many reps offensively as we can this week. And if you hear me next week on Tuesday, and I'm talking about how our arms are tired, and because we're going to try to hit it out of them. We're going to hit and hit and hit, and we're going to run, we're going to condition. We're just going to get after, we're going to try to hopefully think less about what's happening or what's going to happen, and just get out there and try to just be productive. Just if we lose, we're going to go down with our gloves on. We're not going to go down with, well, I wish I would have done it this way and thought about what the adjustments we made. We're just going to go out and hit and just get back to some blue collar type softball. Watch some swings, evaluate some things, but not put too much time and energy into woulda, coulda, shoulda, or what happened or what we need to do moving forward. Just get out and do it.
And your hitters have a 1.5 fly ball to ground ball ratio, which leads the SEC. Are you looking for them to maybe put the ball on the ground more often and make some more stuff happen?
Depends on who it is. I mean, if you ask me about Justine McLean, yeah. Kelsey Stewart, sometimes. I'm actually surprised it's that low, to be honest with you. If you look at our statistical, just like when people make a deal about our hit by pitches, we've always been a team that's gotten hit by pitch and walked. We're always have been a team that's hit fly balls compared to ground balls. So we're not probably ever gonna change that as long as I coach, just because of the way we go about it, and that's why we win so many games, and that's why maybe we pop the ball up or get frustrated in situations where good pitching makes good pitches, because we do leave runners on base. We do fly, pop up or do other things or strike out. But I think overall that's what we are. I mean, we're a power hitting team, that pops up and strikes out. But if you make a mistake, then the next thing you know, you look up on the scoreboard and it's 13-0 in the first inning. So I think those are the things that you really can't try to dwell too much on some of those things.
Right. And And with the NPF draft, I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Where do you see, or where would you see Hager being taken in that draft?
It's a good question. It's different than baseball. In baseball, you get selected wherever you get selected, and you got somebody working on the back end of, or on the front end of things, but kind of on, in the background, working on your value and how much money you're going to get paid and what you're willing to sign for and who you'd like to play for. And now it's just a matter of, do you want to play? If you want to play, okay, great. And then someone takes an opportunity, to draft you and go. I could see her going as high as, maybe it's hard to say because again, you have 30-some picks in baseball and you get the sandwich picks, and I don't even know how many first-round picks there are or what they have. But I could see her going to, a few of the different teams, and she pitches and hits, and she's going to bring great value to anybody who drafts her. Gets her in the right environment and allows her to, she's going to fail. All the rookies fail in that league. It's a tough league with the pitching that there is. But I really don't know where she'll go, but she will be selected, and she does want to play. So that's that part I do know.